Here we have the new Hoover Zarion Allergy Care Plus machine being inspected by Rupert, who's decided it's far more important to inspect his private parts. So let's have a look at this slightly battered box, but I'm hoping it's all new and lovely inside. It looks it. First thing we can see is some Hoover Allergy Defender granules, which I don't suppose they sell many of at Hoover. Once you've used that one box, they probably don't have many repeat purchases of that. I don't think I'll be buying any more. The instruction manual here with an offer on the granules, buy two get one free. We have the hose. I've already spotted there's some damage. But that's alright, it's clicked in place. That was in two separate parts. Off we go with the hose. Looks like a reasonable length of hose. Underneath, bit of cardboard. We've got one of these god-awful Hoover 3-in-1 tools. Looks slightly better than the one that came with a free motion, but nowhere near as good as having three separate cleaning tools, the sort you'd get like on the Miele or Sibo. Oh no, I thought for a minute that it had a large turbo brush, but no. That's the main carpet and floor nozzle, pretty bog standard. Plastic base, unfortunately. Another small turbo nozzle, and for some bizarre reason of Hoover, they give you two turbo nozzles. Small turbo nozzles, I can't get it out at the moment. One is for allergen removal and the other is for pet hair removal, yet they're basically the same turbo nozzle. Just open one to show you. Oops. That's the allergen remover, and the pet hair remover will be more or less the same. Why? I would much prefer them to just provide you with one of these and one full-sized turbo nozzle for the carpets. Pretty standard aluminium extension tube. And we have the machine itself. Let's lift it out. Not a bad weight. And then we'll lift out the other, just the regular turbo nozzle there. So that's all that you get in the box. And we'll put that to one side. Have a look at this. Looks quite smart in there. That's the handle. And some packaging that we need to, for some reason they've shoved it. It's rather awkward doing it one-handedly, or single-handedly. Let me just try it with the other hand. Put my foot down on the unit. Oh dear, that's a tight fit, that is. That's it. So there we have a bit of a sticker there that needs putting on. Couldn't be bothered to put the sticker on right at the factory. What do you expect? It seems fairly sturdy. Here we have the bin. Looks reasonable. And that goes in the bottom. Oh, and that's, yes, thank you, Harriet there. That fits nicely on there, and we've got a pop-up carry handle there. And in here is the filter. Oh, you need to push down the carry handle first, then you can access the filter. It says press, so I'll press. And that's it, that's a washable HEPA filter. No, and that's where the motor is there. Just about make out the fan. Let's pop that back in. So, quite stylish looking. I like this finish here. Looks like they're big wheels, but they're not. The wheels are underneath. Got a little doodah. Useful in a shop, but once you've bought it, not much point really, but something to keep. As you see, we can stand it on its end a minute and have a look underneath. So it's got two front swivel wheels and two fixed rear wheels. And there we can see, made in PRC, unfortunately, like the majority of vacuum cleaners. You might be lucky to find some German made ones, which are better. And there's no filter here. I think on some Zarion models, I think they have a filter on here, I'm not sure, but this one doesn't. Oh, there's a little bit of dog drool. Dog's had a sniff of it there. But yeah, it looks quite good. Hose is quite plasticky. This plugs into there. Again, it's hard to do with one hand. That's it. And then we have, so it's a reasonable length of hose anyway. So what I'll do now is put the tools on and we'll give it a test drive. Right, here we have it, ready to go, plugged in. I've got it set up here with the allergen remover on, so let's switch on and see what it does. Pretty bog standard turbo nozzle, bit like the ones you get with a SIBO, but probably not the same quality. They're a similar style. Let's try it out. Not the same sort of oomph you get with the SIBO nozzle, or certainly not with the Miele nozzle either, but it's adequate. Let's click on the 3-in-1 nozzle. That clips onto the hose end, the handle. Let me just do that. Which way does it go on? I think I'll have to twist it round first into another position before it. That's it. I think you have to twist it into that position there. And maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. Now that'll go on. No, that doesn't look right either. Oops. Oh dear, I've already caused a bit of plastic stress there. That's it. You can see that breaking quite quickly, so I'll have to be careful with that. We've got the maximum, mid, max, mid and soft. Doesn't control the motor speed. Just opens a vent. I don't know where the vent opens, or it's probably just there, so maybe keep it on maximum at all times. I quite like the bit of Hoover branding on the head there, bit of old school Hoover. Some of the cheaper models, they just didn't bother branding the cleaning heads, they just used up anything. I quite like this on the tube. Got the little, normally get sort of lines on the extension telescopic tube, but there's dots there for the different heights. So it's quite stylish, quite like the look of it. It's not too noisy, and compared to say a Vax Zen, which I have, or a Dyson, full-size Dyson Bagless cleaner, it's quite compact. Right, we'll give it a go on the carpet now. Right, so we've given it a bit of a go, a bit of a test. Suction power, I've just been using a Sebo D2, and that seems about 4 times more powerful than this machine, and it's also quieter and it's better made. But what do you expect for, you know, the difference between a German-made Sebo and a Chinese-made Hoover is quite astounding. But anyway, it's all right for the money I paid for it. It's not going to become a regular machine, but anyway. I like the fact it's not too noisy. I like this pop-up handle. It's quite easy to use on the stairs. You can carry it in one hand, so that's good. Without a full-size turbo nozzle though, it's woefully inadequate on pet hair. You might have seen from the video that the pet hair was just being sort of rolled up into a long line before being vacuumed up. You need a full-size turbo nozzle. The small turbo nozzle is a bit lacking in power as well, because of course it needs more suction. let's have a look inside the bin. That's quite easy to remove. And saying that, it looks like there's a fair bit of muck in there. Let's have a look. Bear in mind, I've only just vacuumed a small part of the living room. This is going to be awkward, that's it. Well, that isn't bad. For the small area I've just cleaned, that isn't bad. And apart from the pet hair, which you expect, quite a bit of grit particles. Let's have a look inside the container again, because there'll be even more dirt in there. So on the whole, performance wise, it isn't bad. Some people will be quite happy with that. Depends what you're used to. Fortunately, I'm used to using some quite high-end machines from Miele and Sebo, which do perform better. That's where the motor is, must be. It's quite warm. Not too warm though. But it's not bad. It's not bad for a Chinese-made Hoover cleaner. It's better than some. But not as good, for example, there's another Hoover cleaner that I've been using of late. This model here. Let's take the hose off. Although it is a bagged machine, I'll leave the hose on. It's difficult with one hand. This is a Hoover Alpina. Weighs an absolute ton. And it's bagged. There's a tool missing, but oh, that's a tool that's on here. Takes the same bag as the newer Sensortronic ranges. On the whole, that is a very solid and powerful cleaner, the Alpina. And this one has hardly been used, as you can see. You won't see many in this condition anywhere unless it's not being used at all. So Alpina meets Zarion. And to finish this little segment, I'll just clean this up. Just pop that there. And we'll give this dirt the old heave-ho. So there we have it, the Hoover Xarion Allergy Care Plus. You don't get Rupert, unfortunately. Quite a bit of Rupert has ended up inside, but Rupert does not come with this machine. But what does come with the machine are two turbo nozzles, the pet hair remover, the allergen remover, the main carpet and floor head, the 3-in-1 tool, which is a crevice tool, dusting brush and furniture nozzle. Of course, the hose with the navigator handle and the unit itself. So there we have it, the Hoover Xarion Allergy Care Plus. What do you think of it, Daisy? Do you like it? I think she'd rather be playing with her little rope. So, from Daisy, Rupert, and all the other gang, it's goodbye for now.